One of the things that just was like those lightning bolt to the head moments, where I got it was you pay somebody those kinds of wages, or even more than that, going to the $20 range, $30 range. That is not a career. And we use agents. The role of an agent is looked upon as a stepping stone. And so what I'm going to do before I figure out what I want to do in life, or so many companies these days are trying to give career paths to agents and say, look, this is a stepping stone to an entire career, where the outsourcing partners that you're talking about, they already look at it as a career. This is what I do. This is what I take pride in, because this is what I do to take care of my family. I'm not looking at this as a temporary gig where I'm going to go out and have beers with my buddies on Friday and not even think about it anymore. Very different mentality. And that mentality means I'm going to work harder. I'm going to make sure I'm better at what I do. I'm going to stay longer, so I'm not going to have to be retrained over and over again. It brings up another question. And I'd actually love to have you rate this on a scale of 1 to 10, if you don't mind, because I love to kind of get that feeling and then have you explain it. Agent turnover is a major issue in the industry because you've got to retrain all the time and keeping the quality of your agents together, and they're maintaining the culture and everything. How important is agent turnover to running a successful contact center, no matter where? On a scale of 1 to 10, 1, it's not important at all. 10, it's vital to the overall growth and sustainability of the company. If you could just answer that, and I'm going to have a follow-up question too.
Sure. It's in the 8-9 range. Absolutely. It's at the top. Retaining your employees is absolutely critical.
So if it's critical, then my next question here is, what is the difference between agent turnover when you're trying to do it in-house in country, in our own home, the US, versus agent turnover in the outsourcing partners? When you're treating them as long-term employees, career employees, you're investing heavily in training and all the things that you would normally do. What's the difference in the turnover?
Generally speaking, retention with our outsourced partners tends to be higher, better retention, hanging on to our employees, longevity is longer, all things equal. Provided, let me add a caveat here, that there isn't another BPO a couple of miles down the road offering $1 more an hour. So that can be a factor. But if you're paying people fairly and you're treating people well, people stay with a leader, with a supervisor who's taking good care of them and has their best interest in mind, and will stay in that job and won't leave for another $1 an hour because they're finding a job that's fulfilling and the company has their best interest at heart. That's what I typically have seen. People don't jump if you've hired right and you're taking care of your employees.